There are different levels of video games in the world. There are video games that some people really don't know, but only like real gamers would know. Kinda like a game like Earthbound. I mean, yeah, you might know the character in Super Smash, but no one really knows the game Earthbound. If you tell someone, do you know the game Earthbound, like a casual person, they wouldn't really know what that game is. And then there are pretty known games that probably some casual person would know, even though they don't play video games, kind of like a Super Smash or a Halo, Legend of Zelda, you know, those type of games, or Super Mario, especially Super Mario. I would say Super Mario kind of is another tier, which we'll get to. But those are those type of games that I think casual people would know, like a Fallout, since there's a show now, Fallout. Then there are games that changed the whole, you know, that pretty much defined a generation of kids, you can say, honestly. And there are three games that come into mind, but now that I think of it, I guess Super Mario would be a fourth one, but I'm not talking about that. But I would say the three games I'm thinking about right now that have kind of like defined the generation would be Minecraft, Fortnite, and Roblox, to be honest. Let me start with Minecraft. Minecraft was a thing, I think, right when I was in high school, maybe middle school. I know it started out as a PC game, and then it went to Xbox, and then I think it was pretty big in PC, but I feel like personally that when it got into Xbox, it kind of started getting much bigger. And you know, there's a lot of YouTubers that made a career off Minecraft. There's a lot of people's kids that started playing Minecraft. All my friends, even in high school, played Minecraft. It was pretty much caught everyone, every age demographic, like kids, middle school, you know, high school. I could speak for that. And even adults. We've all seen the Minecon cringe compilations, oh god. But this game was so simple and yet pretty complex. It's just, you just build stuff, and it looks like Lego blocks. So like, I'm pretty sure if you like Legos, you would like this game. And people would make pretty crazy stuff, but I remember a lot of my friends would play it all night, all day, just thinking about Minecraft, thinking what they'll build and whatnot. Now, personally, I do gotta say, I never really got into Minecraft, but I definitely did understand the hype and why it was good. Man, even when they put, what's his name, Steve in Smash, I thought that was pretty cool. Now, I didn't play Minecraft, but I thought that was a pretty big deal. I would say till this day, Minecraft is still pretty big, and even the rumors about a Minecraft 2, that would be insane, but I don't know how they would step it up. I mean, maybe like little things they can add to make the game even better, but definitely a game that changed the generation and defined the generation, in my opinion. Just something about, like, I know I said I didn't play it, but I played it a few times, but I thought it was kind of peaceful, like the music being peaceful, and you're building stuff with your friends and you're in the chat. And I know a lot of people played it like at midnight. You see those memes right there, the little lo-fi music compilations of playing Minecraft at midnight with your friend. I definitely did get a chill vibe from it. Again, didn't play it a lot, but I definitely understood it. And even though I didn't play it, I respect the game a lot. It made a lot of money, and yeah, I would say everyone was on Minecraft. But then another behemoth came out, another generational monster, Fortnite. Now this one came out after I was out of high school, and I remember everyone was into it. I remember actually reading it in the magazine. I didn't really think anything of it, and I feel like a lot of people didn't really think anything of it because it was like a story mode thingy. But then they made this little mode that was like a build mode where you would play online, and a lot of people, you know, got into it. One of the, I guess you can say, pioneers of Fortnite was Ninja. That's how he pretty much made his career. And of course, you got other YouTubers that made their careers out of Fortnite. And when Fortnite was blowing up and all that, it wasn't only a single player game that you would play with your friends, a co-op story mode, whatever.
Look, I gotta be honest, I didn't play it. I don't know if it's single player. I think it was co-op.
Anyways, it wasn't defined as that no more. It was defined as a battle royale game that has a build mechanic that everyone thought it was pretty cool, I guess. A lot of people didn't understand it. I didn't get the build mode. I play zero build, and I cannot play build for the life of me. But there was a lot of, you know, heat from the game coming that they copied, what's that game? PUBG, that they copied their idea. But Fortnite put their own twist to it, which was, like I said, the build mode. And a lot of people got the hang of it. A lot of people didn't. And that's what made the game a little bit more skillful, that you can't just shoot someone and win the game, because if you shoot someone, they would start building stuff, and then you would have to strategically defeat him meanwhile building and all that. And that's why I, again, personally don't like the build mode, but I could definitely see the appeal to it. It wasn't just like a Call of Duty Blackout or Warzone. It wasn't a PUBG battle royale where you just shoot the person and then you win. This one had a different mechanic and everyone loved it. And then the collabs with Fortnite came. The collabs, oh my god, till this day I'm still still surprised of the collabs they get. And like I said, everyone wanted to copy this formula. They saw the money they would get, they saw the battle pass, and then once these guys made a battle pass, everyone wanted the battle pass. Like Call of Duty made a battle pass, Destiny made a battle pass. That was cringe. Every game had a battle pass after this game came out. And till this day, this game is still pretty big. I play it, and like I said, I play the zero build. It's fun, pretty fun. Sometimes when I can't get wins by myself,
Again, I'm not that great. I'm okay at it.
you know, you squad up with a bunch of randoms and you win. You get that winner chicken dinner. Oh, sorry, that's PUBG. And now recently, another behemoth has been starting to grow. Roblox. Now, Roblox was made in 2006, and it was always a pretty decent sized game. It was pretty big, but personally, and I feel like some people don't agree with me, but I feel like Roblox has been getting pretty big and probably bigger than ever. It's been slowly growing big, and I gotta be honest, I had to play this game for a while just to see what it was about, and I can't get into it, but I could, just like Minecraft, I could definitely see the appeal. You can literally make almost anything in this game. Yes, even those things. You can make those things. When I hopped on and started playing, I was like so confused what even a Robux was. But this is definitely a game that a lot of kids play. I've seen a lot of kids play this game. I could see why it's addicting. Like I said, you can make anything. And you know, you can even copy other games. You can play Call of Duty in this game. You can play scary games. You can play Fortnite in this game.
You can make anything more imaginable than Minecraft.
I mean, there was even a Kim Kardashian scandal where her kids saw her you-know-what tape and she tried to sue Roblox to get it off. That was a whole thing. A lot of creepy cases of you know, people having like a satanic club in it or something like that and forcing kids to do things. Really weird. Really weird. That's one of the scary things about games like these that kids love to play, is that you gotta be careful when there's those type of people. And of course, with a famous game like Minecraft, you get these type of YouTubers that, you know, try to prey on kids. That, you know, Minecraft, a lot of its fan base is kids. Yes, some man children, but a lot of them is kids. You're gonna get YouTubers like these guys who, you know, it's some pretty weird stuff. I don't want to get into that stuff. Other YouTubers talk about the weird YouTubers that would prey on kids like that on a video game that's about blocks. There's other channels that will go through that, but yes, Minecraft and any game with a big kid demographic is gonna have these creeps. Yeah, I really don't know what to say when it comes to those type of guys. It's just, I don't know, how could someone do that? But you know, this game is very successful, very successful. I mean, when I think of a game that's more creative than Minecraft, I feel like, you know, it's a pretty big deal. And it follows kind of like the same formula as like Minecraft, where like you don't have to have really good graphics to make a pretty good game. Like Minecraft's like blocks and Roblox is like blocky kind of things, but it doesn't look that great. Just goes to show when all these big AAA games try to make like the best graphic looking games, you know, yeah, it can look cool if it has cool graphics, but honestly, you don't really need that to make a pretty good addicting game. Especially if you just want a game to make you money, you don't really need to waste the money of all those crazy graphics. Which, I don't know if you guys noticed, but in my other videos I always talk about how graphics isn't really a big deal.
Yeah, sure. I don't want a game to be pixelated or anything.
But sometimes if the graphics are good enough, it's good enough. An example would be like Halo 3. Like Halo 3 graphics still somewhat slightly are pretty good. It's not the best for sure, but I mean, that game was made in 2007, 2008, don't remember, around there. Went off on a tangent, but I don't really have that much information about Roblox, like besides the things that I said. I don't want to play this game, but again, like I said, I could definitely see the appeal of it. And if I ever go somewhere and I see a kid on there playing, it's always most of the time Roblox or Minecraft, but mostly Roblox a lot. So that's the end of this video. I just want to make a video about like what are the 3 biggest games again that define the generation. These are my 3 picks. Even though I don't play most of these, I could definitely see from a bird's eye view, like, yeah, these games definitely made a big impact on gaming. But let me know in the comments what you guys thought. Did you guys think my 3 picks were wrong? Did I miss something from these? Which I'm pretty sure I did. Let me know in the comments. And if you like other videos, I have these right here. And subscribe, it helps a lot. It really does. And I will see you on the next one, and support the cause.